There is a booth in a Denny's in East San Jose with a plaque on it. It reads, "The booth that launched a trillion-dollar company." In 1993, 3 engineers sat in that booth and decided to start a chip company. One of them had worked there as a dishwasher when he was 15. His name was Jensen Huang. The company they founded is now worth more than $3 trillion. And the stock, at its lowest point in 2002, traded at 6 cents. $100 invested that day is worth $351,150 today. This is how that happened. The first product was a disaster. The NV1, released in 1995, was built on technology incompatible with Microsoft's DirectX, the standard the entire gaming industry was moving to. Almost every unit shipped came back. Nvidia cut from 100 employees to 30. 30 days of payroll left. Jensen Huang went to Sega, a company Nvidia had been building a chip for, admitted the project had failed, and asked them to pay the full contract anyway. Sega paid $5 million. It kept Nvidia alive for 6 more months. That was enough. They rebuilt from scratch. The Riva 128, released August 1997, was built around Direct 3D, the standard they had previously ignored. It sold 1 million units in its first 4 months. By the time it shipped, Nvidia was down to 1 month of payroll. A motto emerged inside the company that Jensen Huang still references today. "Our company is 30 days from going out of business." Not a warning, a mindset. Nvidia went public in January 1999 at $12 per share. The dot-com crash brought it to 6 cents by 2002, and in 2006, Huang made a bet nobody understood. He launched CUDA, a platform that allowed Nvidia's graphics chips to be used for general-purpose computing. Scientists and researchers could now use the raw parallel power of a GPU for anything that required massive simultaneous calculation. Nobody cared. CUDA lost money for years. Huang kept funding it anyway. Then, 2012. A team at the University of Toronto entered an AI competition called ImageNet. Their model, AlexNet, was trained on 2 Nvidia GPUs running CUDA in a bedroom. It won by 9.8 percentage points. In a field where progress moved in fractions of a percent, that margin was a shock. It was the starting gun of the modern AI era, and Nvidia's hardware was what made it possible. The bet made in 2006, when nobody was watching, had just become the most important bet in technology. Here is what the chart looks like. $100 at 6 cents in 2002. 1,666 shares. For years, the line barely moves. Multiple 40 to 50% crashes along the way. Then AI arrives. The line accelerates, then goes nearly vertical. By 2024, Nvidia briefly becomes the most valuable company on Earth. $100 in, $351,150 out, 3,511 times, in 23 years. From a company with 30 days of payroll left when its most important chip shipped. The S&P 500 compounded the same $100 steadily over the same period. A strong return, but not $351,150. The distance between those 2 lines is not luck. It is the distance between a company that almost died and a company that made a bet nobody understood and held it for 6 years before the world noticed. The Denny's booth still has its plaque. Jensen Huang still orders the Lumberjack Slam. The booth was worth $600 in 1993. The company is worth $3 trillion today. It never looked like the beginning of anything. It never does.